Okay, thank you very much for the given time. Dear participant, fellow participant, and uh, conference committee, I thank you for the time given to me to present my article in this occasion, and that is the International Conference on Digital Education and Social Science, or ICDESS 2022, held by ACT. And on this occasion, I would like to present my article. Let me share my screen. Titled, Role of Teacher in Fighting Hoax in Indonesia. So, let me introduce myself first. I am Toebagus Galang Windy Pratama, and together with my college, Wahyu Widodo and Sabto Budoyo, we came from Faculty of Law Universitas PGRI Semarang. And on this occasion, we would like to present our article titled Role of Teacher in Fighting Hoax in Indonesia. So, first, I would like to present a information that created by Mastel, where based on his survey in 2017, there is from a respondents of 1,146 respondents, 44% of them received hoax news every day in Indonesia, where 70% received more than one day, where furthermore in his research, he explained that most of the hoax that spread came from WhatsApp, Line, and Telegram, which amounts to 34%, almost 35%. And the rest of them came from social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and PET, and many more. It is furthermore, this is so sad. So our research focuses on two main problems, and this is first, what are the obstacles that makes Indonesian law less capable in dealing with the dangers of hoax? And two, what are the role of teachers should be in fighting hoax in Indonesia? So first, I would like to talk about the weaknesses in Indonesian law that makes the hoax is dangerous, because if we talk about hoax, especially in the one that spread through internet, we use the ITE law, or Information Technology Law, where in Article 27.1, it is often misinterpreted or failed to catch people who spread hoax. And if I use the theory of the elements of law, we can see that although the substance is quite good, the structure is not yet enough, because our internet, our internet stats, as it can be seen by IPGEI on November 2016, which is almost 6 years ago. There are almost 132.7 million users of internet users in Indonesia, which amounts to 51% of all of Indonesian population. Yeah, and this in contrast to Indonesian government, and that is Kominfo, for example, that still not yet have the right amount of power to handle hoax in Indonesia, because there is not enough power, I suppose. And then the second one is, why teacher? How can teacher fight hoax? And in our opinion is that because literacy is our main weapon against hoax. Okay, let me tell you about what is the teacher's job. According to teacher's law, the role of teacher is three. One is to teach. As the name implies, teacher is to teach, and then to educate, and then to lead. The second one is what I emphasize in this presentation, because to educate is different than to teach. Because to educate, the teacher's responsibility to educate is to direct their students to the level of maturity with perfect personalities. Thus, they can become independent people, have a noble character, and can contribute to the nation and state. And this is where the teacher comes in fighting hoax, because literacy is not only limited to the ability to read, but the ability to analyze and a text and to understand what it means. And this is also further supported by the evidence, as I mentioned before, because almost from all internet users, there are at least 80%, 18% of them are school-age children. So it can be said that children who is a school age is prone to hoax. And by educating them, we can effectively fight hoax. And this is how teacher should come in. There are many occasions where teacher can teach their students in their curriculum, or maybe in a special class or something, where they can teach what is the danger of hoax. So let me teach you. Let me teach you how to differentiate hoax or not. So uh, in front of you, in front of your screen, you can see there are two types of hoax that is commonly spread in the communities. First, the most common hoax is the hoax that spread false news, which doesn't relies on uh, reliable source. So, for example, we commonly see in WhatsApp, for example, in WhatsApp group, for example, where our friends, our family, even our college, spread information that isn't have any concrete confident evidence. Like this one, for example, there is a news that say that there will be a earthquake tomorrow, which doesn't have any concrete evidence. And then the second one is a hoax that comes from uh, fabricating a concrete evidence. For example, there is a news that comes from pikiranrakyat.com, where in this news, the perpetrator deliberately modify the news to incite fear, for example, to the people. These two types of hoax is commonly spread in our society, and since ages ago, there is there is no way yet about how do we uh, turn back hoax. And therefore, I and my college, we as the author of this article, propose this type of way so that we can fight hoax, and that is by using teacher. And then, in conclusion, we would like to conclude our presentation by stating that hoax news is a false news, and it is a criminal act for violating Article 28, Paragraph 1 of Law Number 11 of 28, commonly known as ITE law, with threat of imprisonment of up to 6 years and a fine of maximum of 1 billion rupiahs. There are many instances of hoax in Indonesia, but we believe that by using by mobilizing the teacher to teach students to fight hoax, we can effectively fight hoax in Indonesia. I think that concludes our presentation. I'm sorry if there is any mistakes or maybe a lack of speech in my presentation. I hope that my knowledge and skills in this article with my colleagues can be useful for you all. If there is any question, we are open for discussion. Thank you very much. I give the time back to I give the time back to the committee. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.